All right, how's everybody doing today? Another exciting day in crypto. Wow, lots of fireworks going on. We've got the epic swing battle here. Got a great battle going back and forth. It just look at this, just down and up and down and up and down and up, just winding up like crazy. So we ended up with a really bearish pattern here on the daily. We can confirm the cross, so let's go up here and let's put cross confirmed. July is unstable. All right, so we're going to change this out to, so we have confirmed the cross. So we have confirmed the cross. Now what we've done is we've actually transformed into a massive, I mean, just one of the, this is a massive hanging man candle. I mean, let's go back and see if we can find something even similar to this on the daily chart when we had such an incredible hanging man candle. I mean, that's just a beauty right there, right? Yeah, I mean, there's a good one right there. There's a good hanging man candle. This is a really good hanging man candle. Now, when you are looking at this, this is possible on hanging man candle. This does this. This does happen. So this will signal it's basically an early signal that the trend is changing. So with this candle, I am also looking for this right here. Now this formed up into an imperfect 9, right? This was not a perfected 9. This was an imperfected 9, and you see it just fell out again. This is what I'm expecting to happen here. Now over here, let's see if we had some kind of a cross above it. The cross had occurred way too early here. Now we are sitting on a double whammy cross. We're not just going to get one cross, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to get a second cross and possibly a third cross. So this is not just going to go one cross. This is going to cross once here, and it's going to cross again right there. Let's go back and see if we can ever find this trifecta of doom where it happened like this, where everything rolled over. So here you go. You've got 3 crosses occurring. Is it similar? Yep. So the blue pierced the 30, then the 7 came down through the 50, and then it was just all hell broke loose, and it was mayhem, and stories were told about this for years and years, and I will always tell the story how I got in at way up here at 9,700 and made my hero short on ETH. I will tell my children, I will tell my grandchildren, they will praise me one day, and they will say, Grandpa, you were the god of crypto back in 1908, and when computers were black and white, and because kids won't have remembered that we had 4K back then, but they'll still think all our monitors were black and white. So here you go. Here's what our trade setup is. Right now, this is an emergency situation for bears. This is an extreme emergency situation for bears. The bears literally need to pull a rabbit out of the hat and jump above this. Now, jumping above this would push me into a bullish trade. I do not care. I am not bullish. I am not bearish. I am money makish. Color me green for money. On the inside, we all bleed the same crypto blood, which is hardcore fiat cash. Okay, and you know, all right, throw some blue in there because when I do buy my Lamborghini, it will be blue. So this is what I am looking at right here. This is the trade setup today. This is no bueno. Okay, now here you go. Here's the same trade setup right here. Take a look at this. There is a extremely bit. Now, I'm sorry. This is an extremely bullish hammer candle. So you see, here's the exact setup at the bottom of a trend, and boom, took off, right? Now we have this setup. This is not a hammer candle. This is a hanging man. All right, let's let our thing come back. So this is a hanging man right here. So we have got a hanging man that is very, very bearish right now with a trifecta of possible crosses on the top side. Okay? This is not looking good right now if you are a bull. If you're a bull at this very moment, you need to call your whale friends. You guys need to have a little chit chat, and you guys need to sit down and you need to order about, I don't know, 30, 40,000 BTC to get us out of this hole. Because this needs to flip to the upside on top of these crosses, and or it's going to get real ugly real quick. Okay? Now, is it possible to get up on top of these crosses? Yes, yeah, it's totally possible. Right, here we showed, here is a hanging man candle, and it did bounce up. It is possible to get up above these. Now, where we are at today, listen, I love being in this situation, right? I love being in these situations right here. I feel more comfortable in a trade setup like this where I have confidence that I can make a good trade going either direction right here, okay? I am in a short. I am still sitting in a short. My EOS short is at, I've got a 3% hedged short right now, my EOS. It is at like 35%, 37%, something like that. My BTC short is just barely hanging on, right? My BTC short is barely hanging on in profit, right? And I am adding more onto this candle. I am adding more on. I added more on right here, right? I am taking the gamble that we break lower. Now, this is a super easy setup for me because all I have to do is get up here and set my stop loss to flip my trade at 6,500, right? Get up here and close above this for the daily average. Now, I don't mean poke over this, tickle it a little bit, and then drop back down below. I mean, get up here. You have to close up here. BTC needs to close up here above all these MAs to change them into golden, to change them into bullish moving average crosses, right? Right now, this is bearish, extremely bearish. So this is your warning sign for the day. I mean, other than that, I mean, this is an easy play for everyone here. This just doesn't get any better, right? Where you can have so much opportunity tucked in so small of a consolidated space. It's not even that possible to lose that much money in here, right? It's not that, it's hard because you know where your cutoff is to flip this trade. You know the time frame it has to happen on, the 12-hour time frame, right? You're sitting on, you've got 11 hours and 30 minutes left. Right? You've got a very short time frame in which you can make a very profound trade here in this situation. Whether to the upside or the downside, everything hinges on these MAs, right? And this candle just makes it that much more challenging. So we've brought up a couple different charts. I got a couple different charts here of the hanging man pattern, how it comes up, and, you know, forms out here perfectly. And this is a tough situation right now, right? This is, if you were to rank this, I would rank this 85% bear right now, right? 85% bearish, you know, and there is that splinter of hope, you know, there is news. There was some good news that just came out, the ETF thing. The SEC is looking at that. They're going to have a decision or some kind of a meeting on it. It's coming on April 10th, so that's good news. That's actually a really good sign for crypto. That's something that could give us a really good solid boost. Now, if they came out with some more really good news like, oh, hey, the Winklevi had a meeting and slipped the SEC commissioner 1,000 BTC if he would just give the nod, that would be amazing, right? Right? Now, this is not a hammer candle. This is not a hammer. Hammer candles, this is a hammer right here. This is a hanging man. So the situation that we're in right now, right, is very bearish in my opinion. I mean, this is extremely dangerous situation if you are in a long trade. If you are holding right now, I would be very wary. I would be looking for a break below 6,200, anywhere below 6,200 would be my scare spot. right, which is right here, right where these two candles meet. Just to give an exact number, 6204. You get a bottom, yeah, sorry, body, 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 body. So right here, 6204, 6202. A break below this would be tragic, okay? That's the best I can put it. Now, a close above this would be very bullish. This would flip me more bullish into this. And let me show you a couple indicators that we have right here that correspond with what my bubble charts, which are freaking amazing. Thank you very much. My damn bubble charts are freaking amazing, right? If you look at my video I posted a long time ago, I had a nice big fat sign up here and it said, hey, watch out, there's no support underneath here, and boom, here we are. Then I posted, hey, look for a bounce in the purple lines. Guess where we're at, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? We are in the purple lines, right? Now we are down in the potential bounce zone. So we are here. This bubble chart is freaking magic. It's freaking amazing, okay? God, it's good. And this bubble chart now is saying, hey, here we are, boys and girls. We are coming down into the bounce area here. So this is the bounce zone. This is where all of the true bounces occur. This is in all of these purple zones. All of these purple bubbles right here happen to correspond perfectly with all of these little bubbles up here, right? And every time you get a purple bubble, it bounces. Purple bubble bounce, purple bubble bounce, purple bubble bounce, purple bubble bounce, purple bubble bounce. Say that 10 times fast. Okay, so we are in the bounce zone. We have come down into the bounce zone. Now we need to just be very careful here, right? Now, the critical thing you need to understand at this point is that these are bounces. That's all they are. What they are is they're a signal that says our indicators are resetting. Not until you get down to this green line right here do we see real runs. And when I mean a run, I mean a substantial run, right? So you've got 6,700 right here to 9,000. That's substantial. That is a legitimate run, right? Right? You know, and that's what you've got it like this is money right here. This was a great play, a great long trade. Any of these bounces are great long trades. Trade the trend, scalp the bounces, right? Now you get down here into this green zone and you can clearly see that these are substantial bounces. I mean, these are nice and meaty plays with some really good leverage, really good money to be made in them. And this is what I'm looking for. Now, I still expect for us to come down. Now, our RSI is clearly not even near the oversold zone, right? Not even close. That should be warning sign number one. Okay, and we will get to that on the daily chart. But here on the bubble chart, right, is just this is where we're at. This is calling it, right? This is perfect. We ripped right through the green. That was kind of our last hope right there. And we're now down into the purple zone. I'm watching this. I'm trying to see if we can get down here and find a green, right? Where will we find a green? Or are we just going to bounce off a purple zone? You know, only kidding. Ha ha. Bunk. Dunk again, right? It's that simple. This chart has been calling this historically for almost, yeah, you know, I mean, I could go back farther. Unfortunately, I used Binance. Don't judge me. It's what I trade on. I have big sad face, okay? Because a lot of time it took to make this damn chart. Days and days. There's a lot of time to make this chart. It's going to suck to have to remake it, okay? Let's take a look at our RSI bubble charts. Here's our RSI chart, right? This is the 12-hour chart, right? So it shows we are just here in the little purple zone right here. So we are on a purple. Now, if you go and you pull this, I want to pull up the daily RSI. So we just talked about it. Here's our daily RSI. Here is where our, you know, and we have talked about this over and over and over, how historically the daily RSI, I called this just like, thank you very much, right? I said, hey, in July, this is what happens over and over and over again. right? You go up here, you get into here, and then you dump down, and everybody said, oh no, Chris, oh no, this is going the other direction. There it is. There's one, there's the other, right? Let's take this copy, clone. All right. So here we are, right? And this is what happened 2016 in July, 2017 in July, and this is what's happening now. Right? And for all those people that said we were going on a bull run, I say bullshit. Okay? Bullshit. You guys are driving people to their dooms. You guys are wrecking the people who are following you. And you guys have to be more, just be more responsible with your followers, TA people on Twitter. Please. Right? This is not good. Being under 50 RSI, there is no bull runs under 50 RSI. It just doesn't happen. Doesn't happen, right? We got to get down here. We need to get down here. Right now, this is just absolutely critical. Critical to the bulls to pull out of this. Absolutely mission critical, danger close. Can't warn you enough. A continued fall from here is going to bring us back down to have a repeat scenario that we had here in, this is not what we want here, right? If you are holding bags right now and you're trapped because some TA donkey gave you direction to hold on to your bags, right? There we go. Come here. Come here. Ah. This is not what we want. And I have told people over and over and over again that July is unstable. And everybody said, no, July, it's just like April. It's going to be just like April. This does not look like, this is not healthy, right? There's April, right? Where's April? April. April's down here. This is where April was, right? And then boom, this is great. This is what, hey, if we were down here and you were telling me we were going to take off, I'd say, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. This is not good. This is doing the same thing as it did for the last 2 Julys. We all have to be very careful, and especially people are holding deep bags. You guys got to be super careful in this situation because the sky can fall out on us, right? This literally has 12 hours from being really, really ugly. Okay? 12 hours from this being ugly. This has got to rally. It has got to get above these points. If it does not get above these points, this is bad. All right, let's take a look at some of the other stuff we have here. Also, I wanted to also reiterate to people that when crosses occur, there is a delayed reaction. So you see, this is a lot of bullish pressure right here, even after this cross. This is a bearish cross, all right? You're about to have another bearish cross followed by another bearish cross. These are all bearish crosses. It's like creating the triangle of doom right here. And or it could be the triangle of doom for the bears, for people in shorts, right? If this is just you know, you're talking 100 points away from the light. This is 100 points away from the light and closing away. Well, maybe a little more now, but you get my point, right? 100 points up and a close above all of these would just change my viewpoint for the entire month, right? I would be so happy. And now, what is the other thing that we have talked about? What is that other most important factor that I bring up time and time and time again, and it keeps getting discounted by people? Everybody says it's the 6th. It's not the goddamn 6, people. It's not the 6th. It's the 12th, right? It's the 12th. See the white lines? It's the 9th to the 12th when all of these take off. Here you go. There it is. All the white lines are when you get a really substantial drop, pump, or dump. The 6th kind of just signals, hey, I'm done. But then the 9th to the 12th says, boom, there we go. That's it. I'm not playing around. We're going north. We're going south. Real deal, right? And here we are on the 11th, right? About to make a very critical decision in the next month, if not possibly the next 2 to 3 months of cryptocurrency, right? We are on that edge. This line has been sitting here, right? Sitting here. Look at these. See, look at these. I have done, look, a long time ago. Boom, 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 boom. I made all these bars to show how the timeline played out. And the white bar always sitting here, right? That's it. And there it is. All these other people right now is a very, very, and I have to say, of the critical times in crypto, this is one of them that is very, very dangerous, simply because we're under the support levels that were up here from this dump. We're under the support levels from this dump, right? These are not helping us right now. We need to get back above this to utilize these support levels to keep BTC above $6,000. Right down here, this just is it's air. All we're relying on is the historicals from the other side over here. This is it. We are only relying on these historicals right here to hold us up right now. This is gone. This is not even it's no longer can be used as support, only as resistance for us. Okay? And this just looks dangerous. And I know people, oh, look, it looks like a head and shoulders, right? Coming down here. And yeah, if we can get back up over this, this would definitely look boom, 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 boom. Right? This could make a beautiful inverted shoulder pattern. And yes, it is possible, right? But right now, you're $100 away from closing this out to a horrific finale, right? And or a glorious month of July. I like trade setups like this because this is an easy trade setup for us. Trading all this other areas is hard. This is easy. We should be thankful right now where we're at. We should be thankful for the positions that we're in, that we can make a better decision based on a very limited span of both price and time. Okay? All right, so we're going to hop back over here. And let me pull this back up. Oh, man. All right, let me swing this around. Let's see what we got here. All right, so once again, I hate when it does that. All right, it's perfect. It's good. All right. So here we have our weekly. Now the weekly at the same time is extremely dangerous, right? So let me pull this weekly up here. Where's my little pictures? There's my little pictures. And here we go. So here is a tweezer top setup, right? This is clearly a tweezer top setup. This is very, very, very dangerous here. This is very bearish setup, right? That's what this is. This is a bearish setup. We need to be aware of what could and is possible here. This is a bearish turnaround situation. I've been monitoring this. I'm watching this. This is an imperfected 9 on the weekly. There's also other warning signs on the weekly, and I'm going to brief you on those really quick here. Here we go. This is very dangerous on the weekly. The last time that this bearish death cross happened, and it is a death cross, a cross of doom and gloom. The last time this bearish cross happened in the entire history of crypto was 2014 right there. This is the last time in the history of crypto these two MAs have met and crossed over on the weekly chart. Okay? And this MA is moving at a very rapid velocity right now. This MA is the average between the low price and these high price candles right here. And each week that goes by, one of these candles falls off. So the average drops. Now the next time when this red candle falls off right here, This means that the average is going to come down to here. When that happens, the difference between here and here is massive, 3,000 points. So what's going to happen is this MA is going to roll over extremely hard once we get rid of these two candles right here. It is then going to collide into the 50 that is averaging up, and it will be bad, right? This will be one of the few times in crypto, depending on where the price is, I will be pulling a very extremely highly leveraged position. You will watch me pull a 25x. I will do it live when these do touch. Right? I'll make sure I video the whole thing live as I'm placing a large position on this, bearish or bullish. Okay? Let me scoot this out of the way. Grab our next chart here. All right. So I want to go over one more time the hanging man. So the hanging man candle, the situation that we're in. Oh my God, this thing didn't blow up. That sucks. So the hanging man situation that we are in is dangerous. Now, it still needs a confirmation that we are going to continue to drop down, right? So here we go. Let's see if we can get this thing. There we go. So this sell-off will confirm the reversal, right? So you can wait. You can't wait. You do not have to get into this trade right now. This is a danger, I mean, this is... personally, I think this is not a dangerous trade to get in. I think this is a good area to get in. I say be careful a lot of times, but this is one of those times where I think you can actually, this is a good chance either way that this goes right here. I think you have a good opportunity. You can take a good risk position. There should be a good risk to reward position here that's going to allow you to make a very profitable trade. Right. All right, let's see what we got here. I do want to pull up my alts chart real quick. Yeah, where are my alts? Here we are. All right, so let's take a peek really quick over here. I just want to go over, there we go. So, also, where'd that chart go? Where'd that chart go? Give me 1 second. So last night, nope. No, I think this might have been it. Was this it? No, this is the weekly. Hold on a second. I had a 2-hour chart. It was on my live stream all night long. Where did it go? Was this it? This might have been. No, so I had a 2-hour chart that was tucked in right down here in the corner. Now I took it off, damn it. So that 2-hour chart showed that we had a, no, it's not it. I'm looking for the chart. Hold on. Nope. Nope, not that one. Sorry, I got a lot of charts. Don't judge me. Maybe it's this one. This one? Dang it. Okay. Is it over here? Nope. No, rats. Okay. Anyways, I had a chart that showed that yesterday we were on a perfected 9 on the 4-hour BTC. And I want to pull this up. I want to show everybody. I don't know where the damn chart went. Let's find a TD chart. Okay. So yesterday I made a call and I said, hey, here we are on the 2-hour. We were down here. Sorry, on the 4-hour. There we go. On the 4-hour, we had made an imperfected 9 on the 4-hour. I made a call in our VIP chat. I said, careful, this did create an imperfected 9. So this imperfected 9 was calling for a bounce. We did get a bounce right here. It was not substantial. On the 6-hour, it did call a confirmed bounce, right? This called a perfected 9. This was only a scalping trade, unfortunately. And where is here we go. Let's use, so this was, I did put this warning up here. I said, watch out for this. And it was sitting over here at the bottom of my chart right there. Unfortunately, I can't find it right now because I have way too many damn charts. And here we go. So let's pull this up. So here's our EOS chart. EOS came down, did form a very narrow imperfected nine, a perfected nine. This was actually a very good bearish candle. It then continued to bleed out. We flipped over to a spinning top, massive spinning top, then into a hammer, then into, which should have been bullish, then into a spinning top, which should have been bullish again, then into a hammer again, which should have been bullish. Now we're sitting inside of a damn, inside of a second possible spinning top right here. Here is the issue. The issue on EOS is just keeps getting beat up by these crosses, these bearish crosses. So here you see the bearish crosses, just bearish cross, just beating this back down. I think we also have one on the 4 hour. Now, where is it? The 2 hour. So we're looking at this last night, and we were saying, I was saying, eek. So I have just been chilling. Oh, there it is. There's on the 12 hour. So you got the 12 hour right there. And so this did call a long trade on the scalper. So the scalper did call long trade. So this was a good scalp trade here. If you played it from $6.70 all the way up to $7.20. If you got top to bottom there and you got in that whole trade, this was a good trade. The last really amazing call was over here in the scalper, and we did a whole training session yesterday. I've been doing training sessions with my one-on-ones, how to play this and hold this position all the way through, especially on EOS. This does play out a lot easier if you use the scalper on the 6 hour chart. 6 hour chart called the perfect short opportunity on the 6 hour. So with until 1 millions, I combined my indicators with until 1 million scalper, and this is how I also get confirmation. As you can see, we do not have a confirmed long call down here, right? A lot of just sideways movement. This was a good call in this short. Anybody who played this short is in a lot of profit right now. You're sitting really pretty. Beautiful shooting star candle. Let's go over and take a look at Litecoin for a second. As I always say, Litecoin is just leading the way for Bitcoin. And here we are. Litecoin is showing a same thing, a massive hammer candle, which is bearish. Massive inverted hammer, which was bullish, which was a good scalp trade. You do have a bunch of MAs, so this is still going to take a couple days to play out as a bearish cross, and if there is a rebound, it could turn into bullish. So let's watch that on Litecoin. But Litecoin is weak. This would be, I would consider this right here a rising wedge, not a rally. So I would look at this as a rising wedge coming up here. Looks like it's trying to fall out. We'll see what happens here. This is still early in this candle, still developing. Let's take a look over here. 6 hour. Wow. This was a very confusing candle. That is a very bullish candle. But as you see, the MAs, there's the MAs right there. The MAs clearly did not allow that bullish candle. Remember, when I rate my indicators, I do rate the MAs higher in strength than candles, so this makes complete sense. Remember, it's trend, MAs, candles, so on and so forth, all the way down the line. That's what you get to learn from me in the VAMP package. And just a lot of ugliness, a lot of torture. Litecoin just taking it on the chin. Very similar. Came down, beautiful, beautiful perfected 9 on ETH. This was great. It bled out, right? This is a great possible scalp play. You could have scalped this candle, this big inverted candle right here. Let's see what's going on in the higher time frames. So the 12 hour just can't get a break. ETH just can't get a break, right? ETH did finished off exactly the same thing. It just finished off this massive hanging man candle on the 12 hour. It is now looking, so you've got this setup right here of the death cross right over it, which is very bearish. Let's see if it's just going to follow. It just seems like this is just following BTC. All right, Ichi Cloud, 12 hour, not telling me anything. I really got to learn how to use this much better. I just need to get rid of the damn chart altogether. I just use it for the higher time frames, really. Okay, so I want to go back over. I want to see what we've got over here on Bitcoin. I just want to go through the Bitcoin chart one more time. So we hit this target. Got that. Gonna remove that just in case I get called out later by some donkey troll. On the 6 hour, we do have a death cross coming. It should cross over in the next 12 hours. On the 4 hour, the candle set up. This was a bearish. This was a bullish candle, neutral candle, and more bad news for BTC on the 4 hour chart. So on the 4 hour chart, we do have a bearish cross occurring right now. We are being held up. You see, we're being poked. This candle has got the finger of the 7MA right on the behind, holding it up. Can't be comfortable. See how long that holds out. All right, let's pull us over to the 12 hour. We did get our confirmed cross once again, headed to a second cross here. And this is it's just not good. It's not good. Wow, man, do I love crypto. Man, I love this so much. It is so fun. I just love doing this. God. You know, I wish that every day could have some fun, amazing setups like this. I hate the boring days. I hate the sideways action. I really do. You know, you get into this sideways action and it just gets super stagnant. Like this, I just hate this. I hate getting into this sideways action right here. This, oh my God, seriously, right here. I don't even know what I would have. I was this so bored this entire stretch right here. This is just super boring. This was boring. This is boring. Finally getting a little bit of an action. Finally getting some great trade setups going on. So I like this. This is good times for me. I'm excited. Let's see what here. You know, it's we're an hour, almost an hour into this candle, into this 12-hour candle, into this 12-hour setup here. We've got 11 hours left to close this out. See what happens. We will get some kissing here between the 7 and the 30. And we're just going to have to see what happens. I mean, right now, it's really, this is left up to this is all in the hands of the bears. The bears can sweep away victory from the jaws of defeat from the bears right now. The bulls can just swoop in. We need a whale to save July. We need a whale to save July. There's too much going against July right now, right? And we're at that critical time where we're watching. Just mark this. If you are, just get a line, slap it up there on the 12th, right? Get a line. It's between the 9th and the 12th that the ugliness happens. Just throw that line up on the 12th and let's see the magic happen. Let's see the fireworks. If I was a betting man right now, I would be in Vegas with my odds on the Bears, not on the Bulls. You know? All right. Super exciting.